Welcome back to the Student Hub Live Faculty of Wellbeing, Education and Language Studies. Well, it's been a fantastic day, some wonderful chat and some wonderful sessions. And if you've missed any of those, you can catch up later. So we'll send out the link for that on the website. And then we'll be packaging all of these up and putting them on our YouTube channel, where, of course, there's a lot more content that you might like to delve into before you start your studies. We're now going to do one of the first three sessions where we focus on each school within the faculty. And we're going to first look at education, childhood, youth and sport. So representing the school, I have Tyrrell Golding, who's the Associate Head of School Curriculum and Quality and is also the Associate Dean for the faculty. And Kate Breeze, who's the Associate Head of School, Students and Nations. And Kate's the academic lead with our faculty student support team, has oversight of our associate lecturers and also our tuition. Welcome both. So the School of Education, Childhood, Youth and Sport is a big school, nearly 18,000 students. Tyrrell, can you tell us why your courses appeal to so many students?
Well, because we're the best school in the best university in the world.
Oh, you can't say that, Tyrrell. That's not on. The rest will have a fight with you, even a virtual fight.
I know. They know what I'm like. But we do have the OU has the best students, so we're fighting over all being number one, really. I think one of the many strengths, and actually we're very nearly at 20,000 students this year, which is really, really exciting, is the kind of the breadth of each of our subject areas. But I also think it's the way we teach the subjects in ECYS. And that's sort of the way we sort of shorten the terminology for the school, in that our students tend to be studying their subjects in a work-related manner rather than necessarily work-based, which means we might be getting lots of people who are interested in education, but not predominantly based in a school, although many of our students are in work, in schools, in youth settings, in early childhood settings, and in sport and fitness kind of areas, working with and across communities. So it really kind of, our subjects create an umbrella through which our students can study those different subjects in quite an individualised way, actually, despite the fact that we are such a big school. I think the other thing to focus on as well is how we support our students in our four different nations, so that it's particularly, so I come from a youth and community work background. It's really, really interesting to see how the Welsh government have written policy about youth work that's slightly different to the Scottish government, and also what's happening in Northern Ireland versus what's happening in England. So what also creates a really dynamic learning experience for our students is to be able to share the different policy discourses that are happening. And there are probably students watching now who are thinking policy is not interesting. But I'm sad, and I find it really, really interesting. And particularly over the last few months when we've been looking at COVID and the different responses that governments have been having, actually it shows that in the kind of areas that we're working and our students are working, policy can make a really big difference.
Absolutely. And it's so important if, for example, you're going into an educational youth work setting, that the school is so varied in terms of where people might be. We might have sports coaches, teachers, people are working in a variety of settings. But as you say, I guess one thread that holds through is this often part-time, although increasing number of students are studying full-time as well with us. So yeah, they have a very practical nature. Now, Tyrrell, as well as the undergraduate and postgraduate teaching, the staff in ECYS, Education, Childhood, Youth and Sport, are involved in a range of research and consultancy. So I wonder if you could give us a few examples. We've heard some today already, but can you tell us some of the projects that colleagues are involved with?
Yeah, I mean, goodness, they're as varied as the subjects that we teach, and really kind of impact and inform our teaching, as well as our teaching sort of being shared through them. So there's a range. I mean, you just heard Matt talking about some of our international work, and particularly in ECYS, we work very, very closely with our colleagues. So we've got Tess India, Tessa, which is working with teachers in India and Sub-Saharan Africa. We've got English in Action projects in Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, Sierra Leone, Peru. So those are sort of some of the international work, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. So if you're interested in finding out about the school and your academics and what they do, if you just Google the Open University and you have a look, you can find the school and you can find the pages that explain much more about what we do. But we do lots of things quite locally with communities. Staff are based, whilst many of us work in Milton Keynes, we're also based in each of the nations and across the UK. So we may be working and volunteering with our local communities. We've also got initiatives that span and bring together practitioners, such as our Reading for Pleasure research project. And if you're interested and you're on social media, please do follow at ECYS on Twitter, and that will help you link into other accounts, because you'll be able to be part of those Reading for Pleasure communities, and particularly if you're in our early childhood and education subject areas, that will be something that you're interested in, I've no doubt. We engage with the BBC and are involved in lots of BBC co-productions. So there's been some very popular work that our sport and fitness teams have done. And there may be programmes that you watch, and when at the end it comes, if you're interested in this, go to the Open University. There's lots of really engaging programmes that we're involved in, our research and teaching is involved in. So I'd really recommend going and having a look at the ECYS website on the OU pages and finding more if you're interested.
There's plenty there, isn't it? You've also been working on a Getting Fit at Home with Instagram bloggers, My Autistic Family and The Superhead. Did you want to mention a little bit more about any of those, Tyrrell?
Well, I mean, I'm too old to be an Instagram blogger. I mean, I think it's really exciting work, and there'll be probably many of our students who are really clicked into that. To be honest, I also the camera's up here for me because I haven't been getting fit at home with our colleagues, but I'm looking forward to them getting me back on track now. We know that we might be working from home a bit more.
Yes, no, they're brilliant, and there's just listening to some of those projects, Tyrrell. It's such a diverse range of interests, isn't it, within the faculty? Really, so broad, which is wonderful. Kate, I wonder if I can come to you now and talk a little bit about supporting students, because this is one of your key areas of your role. And one exciting development has been a course to support students in their study skills. So can you tell us a bit more about what it is and how it might help?
Yeah, hi Karen. Yeah, we're always looking for new ways of supporting students in learning to learn online. One of the main ways that we work with students in terms of getting them to talk to each other and talk with their tutors is by using online forums. And we find that some students love it and some students are terrified of working on forums. And so what we've done, we've developed a module which is now on OpenLearn, and it's called Building Confidence in Using Online Learning Forums. And it's an 8-hour total study, free course for students to study, to have a look at how to make better use of forums, how to feel more confident in using them, to have strategies about what sort of things to post, how to respond, how to listen on forums, kind of those basic skills that just make the whole experience so much more enjoyable and yeah, raise confidence in using them. So it's on OpenLearn, sorry, and it's free, and it's something students can be doing even now before their modules start in preparation for the next academic year.
Brilliant. I love those bite-sized chunks of learning. They really can focus your attention and tick one skill off the list. The other thing I wanted to ask you about, Kate, was around student voice, because well, we've said to students that the Open University really value the student voice, which is all fine and good saying it, but you're working on a specific project. So can you tell us how you're trying to include that, and also well-being as well within the faculty? So student voice and well-being, what are you doing, and how is it going to benefit our students?
Well, we have various formal ways to consult with students and to gather students' views and opinions about their studies. So we have student reps on all our major committees. We have student representatives who come to us through the Open University Student Association, who may get involved even in being critical friends when we're writing new materials and things like that. But actually, we want to broaden our understanding of student voice and be more creative in how we create spaces and opportunities for students to talk to us, to talk to each other, to share their stories, and to play a greater part really in building their learning experience. And the other thing is that we think there's a really close link between having a voice and being listened to and well-being and belonging. And altogether, we're working hard now to create a project which gives students more opportunity to have a say, but equally to share what works for them and to really build a sense of being part of the Open University community. And we're going to be doing this in all sorts of ways, through setting up different activities, through involving students in different parts of the university life. And any student is interested can find information about this on their subject websites and on their module websites, starting this week even with an opportunity to share stories about who's inspired us to be here today and where we are today. So yeah, I'm really excited about this project, and I hope students will get involved and feel that it's something for them as it develops over this next year.
That's absolutely wonderful. And Stacey, people at home are talking about some of the modules that they're studying as well. And we've been sharing links to various spaces and recordings and co-productions. How is everyone at home? I, for one, am shattered and need a nice cup of tea. Mine's gone cold.
Oh, bless.
Oh, Stacey, I'm not sure that... are you on mute at the end? I can't hear you. Have we muted your button?
Oh, goodness me. She's made the faux pas
Oh, there we
straight
are.
away in the chat. First time in, and she's messed it up.
I haven't
Goodness
done
me.
the sign language course, you see, yet. So I thought we could be scuppered, and I should have done it. I needed baby signing. So, yeah, good.
It was
We've got
spot
the
the
sound
noob
back.
straight up there, wasn't it? Spot the noob. She's come straight in and made an error. Anyway, as I was saying,
You
you couldn't hear me. As I was saying, you couldn't hear me. Lots of lovely people in the chat still here, still with us right through to the end, chatting away, letting us know what they're studying. Lots of lovely ECYS people. We've also got people doing languages and health and social care. So it's bubbling away nicely.
Oh, that's wonderful. My dog's come here to say, take me for a walk, but it's raining, Megan. You'll have to go down there. Push the dog away. No, that's absolutely wonderful, Stacey, and thank you for making people feel so welcome on the chat also. Tyrrell and Kate, that's been a really, really lovely introduction to the school. I'm sure people are going to have many other questions and are all just getting excited about their learning. So don't forget, we've got other Student Hub Live sessions that we'll use to familiarise you with the virtual learning environment, tutors, tutorials, etc. We've got heaps in store to support you. And as some people are saying, you know, your learning doesn't quite start now, so it's great to see that you're engaged from the offset and go. It's going to be a really, really wonderful journey. So we're going to show you a video now. We're going to look at one of our campus tour videos again, and then we have the spotlight on health, wellbeing and social care. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you very soon. And if you are leaving us for today, don't forget to subscribe to our mailing list so that we can keep you up to date with our events, and check out the website for our programme over the next few weeks as the modules start this academic year. See you after this short break.